Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set, 19!
Check right 47.
54!
Showing up.
Watch out, 54!
Jumping.
At 59! At 54!
They'll run on first down. Swift. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Where's the tap? 19!
Quit talking about it and bring it. Back. Win the rep. Let's go right here. 29.
On second and 12, Watson. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They begin the drive with Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check, crunch, 24, crunch, shift, alert, alert, alert.
On first down, Swift. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the backer, check the backer. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Alert, alert.
Watch the twins. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Everyone got four down. Shit.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
SOS. 25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, 59.
Wall, get wall.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Complete to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check 3. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, 55. Hey, 31.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
The 12-yard line.
Okay, Betty, I see you.
What is that? 19.
Seconds the mic. Man, I got you.
Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Where you at? Who's that?
59.
Who's that?
Here's Watson. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they wanted to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difference. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Campbell making the catch. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. On first down, Watson. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Swift. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Up to the core.
Watch the whip. Shit.
They'll run here with Balazs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 3. Kill.
At 59.
Check.
At 24. Check 24. Swift.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
27. 19. 29.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Motion, motion, motion.
Hey, 59.
59 is the Mike 29.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give right side. Swift. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
19, 24.
Situation, let's go. Check 13. Check 13.
Alert.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson steps away to his left. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 52.
36, 36. Check 4.
Alert.
Now a give right side. Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
You ain't doing nothing today.
To throw on third down, Watson. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Switch, switch. Staying open, staying open.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Left, go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Showing it,
24.
Watch out. Joker. Check 24.
Hey, 55.
Check 9. Check 50.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Watch the safety creep. Under crunch.
He's moving, boys, he's moving.
Check.
Motion.
24 is down, he's coming.
Bang. Check 31.
24.
Back. Slam. Alert flare.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check.
25.
Crunch. Shoot.
31.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Check 26. Check 29.
Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders' kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
19.
Check Mike. Check Mike.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Check. Fresno.
26.
On first down, Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Check 25. Check 25.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Throwing on second down. Trubisky. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They run with Hines. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struck nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we got
the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
We got it.
10-24.
29 is the Mike 29.
I got you, 9. And let's go.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
At the 18-yard line.
180.
73. Hey, watch the slant. Check nickel.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Trubisky. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On third down, Dobbins. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3. Check 9. Switch. He's checking. Crash. Check. Lucky. Tighten up. Shift. Pick the edge. Go.
On first down, Swift. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 29. Hey, pick your game up.
24!
29 is the mic. That's it. Cut. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Now it's Watson. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Reset! 19!
All day, baby, all day.
At 31!
Go. Off. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. 3 buzz. 29 is the mic.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the run. Mike, 50.
Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete.
Trubisky's pass intended for number 32.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch the whip. Shit. Kill.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Indianapolis.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Let's go.
On 1st down, Hines. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check 26. Lock in, lock in.
Check 37, check 37. Check the backer, check the backer.
Alert, 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 alert.
You got
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6. Alert, 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 alert.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
Move. Hey, echo. Put your hands on it. Get hands on motion, man.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
That's what I do.
Watch twist. Check.
He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come out in the pistol. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's going to be a long. It's going to be a long.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. They haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. 45 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mike 29. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
24.
Watch the slip.
Watson now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On 3rd down, Swift. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with time running out. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.